All right, everyone, this is going to be my first attempt at doing these lesson notes, so we will actually see if what I'm doing actually works out for you. Let's hope that it does. All right, so today's lesson we are dealing with converting customary units. This is our first lesson for Chapter 8, dealing with measurement. So what we're going to do is the first type of problem that you guys are going to see on today's homework, which is converting. So there is a chart on page 342 in your textbooks, and I would use that chart to help get the measurements. So the first problem we are going to look at is convert 48 quarts to gallons. Okay, so for step one, set up your proportion. Remember, what comes first goes on top, what comes second goes on the bottom. Make sure that you include your labels when you're setting up your proportions. It'll be easier to go back later to look and see where things are going to be set up for your second proportion. So we're going to go from left to right. So when we deal with 48 quarts, the 48 quarts is going to go on top, as that is the first thing that happens in the problem, over, because we're setting up as a proportion. Remember, guys, I'm a lefty, so it might not be perfectly straight, over gallons. And we are going, since we don't know how many gallons we are actually finding, we're going to use a variable in its place, so over X gallons. All right. Remember, when setting these problems up, like has to equal like. So quarts is going to go on top, and gallons is going to go below that. So the measurements are in the same level. All right, so we're going to set up that second ratio then. Use the information that is given on that page 342 in your table. So we know that 4 quarts equals 1 gallon. Like I said, we got that from the table. All right, now you are going to just solve it like a regular proportion. All right, so we are going to cross multiply. So we're going to multiply the pieces that we can, which is that 48 and that 1. That is the only cross you can do. You cannot multiply 4 times x. So if we take 48 times 1, we get 48. Once you do that, then you have to go back up here and divide by your odd man out. So we have 48 divided by 4, and that is going to give you 12. Now, we are not done yet. As you know, we have to make sure that we have our label. Go back and see where your variable was. We already have our label listed there with it, so our answer for this problem then is 12 gallons. Circle it, and there's your answer.